Good morning, 7L. So I'm going to give you a quick explanation of what you need to do today for Period 2 English. So on Friday, we looked at the story of Lennie Vocab, who rode his horse up to see the opening of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now, if you were away or you haven't done that, you need to find the article on Lennie Vocab and read that first. So on Compass, it's in the Resources tab. Under Remote Learning Lesson 1. If you can't find it, just send me a message and I'll help you to find that. So today, Lesson 2. So in Resources tab, you need to open up Vocabulary Lennie, which is what I've got on the screen. That'll open up in a Word document. And we're working on some vocabulary based on that article that we read on Friday. So there's also a PowerPoint in the Resources tab that you'll need to open that I've got here. Okay, so you'll need to have that open as you work through the Word document. So it's a list of words and their meaning that appeared in the Lennie Vocab article. So for example, we've got the first word here on the table, phase. Now we go and read the sentence that goes with that word. So the fact he lived 1,000 kilometres away didn't faze him. Now I've read that sentence, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my Word document with the table, and I'm going to have a guess, okay, at what that word phase means. Okay, I've read it in context in the sentence. My guess is I think it means bother. So let's look at the sentence again. The fact that he lived 1,000 kilometres away didn't faze him. And I think it means it didn't bother him. Okay, so that's what I've written as my guess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the actual definition and see if I was right. Okay, so I can use dictionary.com. You can use a physical dictionary that you might have at home if you like. That's fine. Or you can use another online dictionary. There's lots and lots of them, but this is a pretty good one. Okay, so I'm on dictionary.com. Up the top here it says definitions, and I just type in the word. So the word was phase. Make sure you spell it right so you don't get a different word. And it comes up with the definition. Okay, so we can see the word phase means to cause to be disturbed or disconcerted. The worst insults could not faze him. Okay, to cause to be disturbed or disconcerted. So you might then have to go, well, I don't know what disconcerted means. We'll have a quick look. Bewildered or confused as by something unexpected. Disturbed as in one's composure or self-possession. Perturbed, ruffled. Okay. So looking at phase again, to cause to be disturbed or disconcerted. So we could say it means it makes us upset. So I'm going to highlight that, right click and copy, and I'm going back to my Word document. And I'm putting that definition into my table. Okay, you can type it out word for word if you like, but it's much easier to copy and paste. Then what you need to do is you need to write your own sentence. Okay, so you can click down below the table and you can do your own sentence. So mine will be, it didn't faze me when I got stuck in traffic because I was going to be early anyway. So then we can see that my guess was pretty good. Bother, didn't bother me, it didn't faze me. Okay, my guess was decent. Now, obviously, I've completed that for you. Maybe you can think of another word beside bother. Okay, you're going to do the rest of these on your own. Now, just don't forget, go back to that PowerPoint and go to the next one and read the sentence that it's in first before you guess. Because you could look at that word by itself and think, I have no idea. But then you read it in the sentence and you go, okay, well, using that sentence, I can make a guess. Okay, so you read through the sentence that it's in, and then you go back and you have a guess. Don't worry if your guess isn't right. That's absolutely fine. The point is that you're using the rest of the sentence to have a go, and then you're finding the actual definition and seeing if you were spot on, if you were halfway there, if you were completely wrong. And that's how we learn from it. And then don't forget to do the next part. Write your words in a sentence just under the table. And then once you've done this, save it with your name and 7L. So I would put Miss Austin 7L, you put your name, and upload it to the learning task number 2 on Compass. All right, off you go.